In this video, I try Roblox Find the Triangles to find as many triangles as I can. We'll have to scour endless biomes, navigate tricky obbies, and uncover mysterious secrets. There is so much to explore in this video, but we have to start from the beginning. It looks like our first triangle to collect is right here. Looks like we can press E on this guy here to, say hi. The red triangle says, hi. Let's say hi back. Hello, red triangle. Oh, we've gotten into a little feedback loop here. We're saying hi back and forth forever. Can we start off by maybe collecting this triangle? There we go, the red triangle. If we click on this little triangle friend-shaped button down here, we can find the Tridex. And this shows off all of our friends. Look at all these folk. And there is quite a lot to see here. Oh my goodness. And what else do we have here on this little trampoline here? It looks like there's another triangle bouncing around. The jumping triangle. Very, very simple. Although this doesn't look so simple. There's a terminal here that needs us to enter some sort of code. 1, 2, 3? No, that's wrong. Alrighty, well, if we ever come across some sort of code, then I guess we know where to go. What's this over here? Dead triangle? Does something happen if we step on this gravestone here? There we go, the zombie triangle. How morbid. Ooh, and what is this here? Looks like there's an 8-digit code, probably out of numbers. And the second digit is 9. Okay, not sure if we're gonna see all of those right off the bat, but we will keep this in mind. Over here, there's a little platform that says obby on it. Well, you know how I feel about obbies. I absolutely adore them, so let's see what this is about. Well, this looks very, very sleek, very minimalistic. I'm just gonna see if we can go ahead and tackle this. Ooh, our run button has been disabled for this parkour challenge. That makes total sense. So we'll have to keep our lowered speed in mind here, but nothing so far has been too tricky. We'll get on this rotating platform here, jump over these lava spikes, climb the truss for you! The obby triangle! Our first medium triangle! Filling out our collection! I guess we can step on this kill brick to send us back and, let's see what this does. Complete the obby in less than 25 seconds to get speedrunner triangle! Oh my goodness! Well, I'm glad that we have seen the way. I was a little slow on the start, and yeah, we've made a few mistakes around here, so maybe we can wait for this. Maybe click cancel. There we go. And now we can be prepared. But now that we know that we're on a timer, I'm pretty confident in our ability to get this done. Get all the way up that truss, take these one step at a time. We can wait for this platform to rotate around. We have all the time in the world. Coming down to the wire, but there we go! The speedrunner triangle! Similar in style to the obby triangle friend here, but much cooler. And our first hard triangle. With that, we can click this button here to return to spawn. And this also shows us all of the biomes. We have a forest, a snow, a swamp. Man, there's a lot to dissect here. Holy cow! Well, let's continue looking around spawn and just make sure that we've seen everything glaring. I do see we have a friend here about to fall off of the bridge here to the forest. The clumsy triangle. Silly triangle, you have to watch your footing. This looks like a different textured square in the wall of this hill, and my eye is telling me something suspicious is going on here. Let's see if we can walk through this, and we can! What the heck is this? I guess we can teleport to the back rooms? I have no idea what we're doing here, but this may be in over our head. I'm I'm gonna return to spawn, just because that put us in a different experience. I don't know exactly if that's what we're looking for. For now, we'll keep that in mind, but we can come back later. In fact, let's take a look at the more obvious things in front of us. I'm pretty sure this is a triangle. Let's collect it maybe? There we go, the statue triangle. Very cleverly hidden, I might say. It looks so different in texture to the others that you might not think to try collecting it. We can do one more scan, looking around every nook and cranny here around spawn, just to be safe. But I think we have done a pretty good job of clearing out this spawn area, so I guess let's head over this way to the forest biome. Oh, that's the swamp biome over there. I think I may have misspoke earlier, but no matter. What is happening in the forest biome? Look at that, there's even a little title card when we come to the new biome. Whoa, what is going on here? Maybe this duck needs a slice of bread, and maybe we need to find a fishing rod and a bucket of some sort? I guess we can keep our eyes peeled. Maybe we'll find answers deeper in the forest. Nothing over here, although there is something off the side of this cliff here that is very clearly a transparent platform that we can stand on, and I assume we can head inside of here. Oh, our little friend giving us a little wave. Hello, blue triangle. Nice to see you here. I'll leave you to it. It seems like you have a nice little place in the side of the forest here. I'll leave you be. Is there anything hiding in between the trees here? Let's check. I was gonna say I'm keeping my eyes peeled on the outside now that we know that our triangle friends may like to hide on the border here, and with that in mind, look at our tiny little friend hanging off the bottom of the platform here. I assume if we turn to the side to make our arm clip inside of the wall here, maybe we could... Maybe I should turn off the run button first. No matter, we know where our friend is now, so we can just head right back there. Over here, we can set our thing to walk instead of run, and maybe I'll try to get a bit of a jumping head start this time. There we go! The upside down triangle! Very, very fitting name. Now I noticed, on our way back to that upside down triangle, we passed through this little campsite here, and there was some mysterious things going on. Indeed, I saw this little hive here, and I wanted to get the upside down friend first, but let's collect you too. The bee triangle. Very cool. I also noticed we can click on the beehive. Does this do anything? Oh, some sort of honeycomb beehive land. Oh, what is going on in here? All of these combs are filled with honey, except this one. Does this mean we have to walk into this one? Huh, maybe not. Is there anything else mysterious going on in here? We're not able to run in here, and I don't know if that's a clue for anything. I'm just gonna try button up against all of these walls here, just to make sure there's nothing sneaky going on. But I am a little bit stumped. Wait a second. Did my eyes deceive me? Oh my goodness, look how subtle this is. I don't even know if it's picking up on the recording, but there is a triangle right behind this honeycomb. I can see their face. That's the only thing I can see. There's a really small face amongst the rubble, so if we jump into this honeycomb and walk through here, there we go. The honeycomb triangle, another hard triangle. Now we can click this lever here. What does that do? Found one of 3 levers for mummy triangle. Huh, okay. There's some secret things at play here. It also looks like we may be stuck on the inside of this honeycomb. I guess we'll just return to spawn, no matter. In fact, we can teleport straight to the forest. And we're right back out the hive, nice and easy. Over here, there's a little campsite, and one of our triangle friends has gotten stuck in the fire. The burning triangle. Well, hopefully he can figure himself out. In the meantime, we have an axe to collect here. Huh, I wonder if we can see that in our backpack here maybe? There we go, the axe. Alrighty, can we use this on any of these trees here? I imagine because we found this in the forest, we probably have to use it in the forest. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd like to be thorough just to make sure. Completion is the name of the game, and yes, there we go! If we press E while looking at this with our axe in hand, we can chop it down. Ooh, we have to give it a couple whacks by the look of it, but there we go! The tree has been felled, and in its place lies the wood triangle. Very nice. I love the triangles that have like the hyper-realistic texturing, like the statue did as well. Very, very funny. Was there anything else hiding at the campsite? Huh, what's this? A little cube of some sort? Oh, it's a seed! A carrot seed! Where do we put this carrot seed? Oh, I've lost control of my cursor. Maybe if we do a reset, I can grab my cursor again. Oh! In resetting, I found the oof triangle! I'm still locked in first person here though, so maybe I'll have to rejoin the experience. And there we go, right back into our normal triangle land we have known to love. Let's see if we still have that carrot seed. Not quite, so instead let's grab that again over here and make sure not to get locked in the inventory this time. Where would this carrot seed go? I haven't seen any sort of plantable area over here, although our friend over there has a shovel in his hand. Maybe that's a clue. I wonder if we can find a shovel somewhere to maybe dig out the land to plant the carrot seed in. Or maybe the carrot seed's just used somewhere else. Either way, I will keep this in our inventory, and maybe we will find the secret to uncover that seed. Maybe there's something in the water here. I guess we haven't looked under the surface, and we have a peaceful little friend taking a nice relaxing dive here, the water triangle. And is there anything else here? I know I've lingered here for a while, but these trees, there's so many trees around. There's gotta be something to do with one of these. I'm not sure if it's jumping on top of one of them, or maybe I'm just talking crazy, I don't know. But, maybe. Oh, wait a second, we got the spring triangle. That was a triangle. I was just aimlessly wandering around, but one of our friends was here under the tree. Nice. I guess I should be observing the ground a little closer and make sure there's nothing weird going on with these flowers either. Oh, for example, all of these have purple tops, but this one has a red top. Can we walk into this one maybe? Maybe not. Maybe it's just the shade here, or maybe it's just a coincidence, but I'll keep this in mind. Because all of these other flowers have purple tops. It feels like a very deliberate decision, but maybe we just don't have the tools yet. Because there's also another one right here that's red instead of purple. Huh, very interesting. Maybe this snow biome over here will have the answers. Let's head into the snow, and this little snowy, obscured skybox is very, very cool. There's a little igloo here. Is there anything to see in here? Maybe this pile of snowballs is something to do. Let's grab one of these maybe? Shovel. Equip a shovel to dig this. Oh, so this is what a shovel would be used for. Well, lucky for us, I see a shovel right here. Let's equip that shovel and see what this is about. Oh, nice and simple. The snow triangle. Another triangle found. And what else is going on here? It is bright as day out here. Over here we have a few triangles hanging out. Over here is the reindeer triangle pulling the sleigh. There's this elf triangle here, and at the center of it all, I'm assuming, is some sort of Santa triangle, but maybe we have to do a quest for Santa Claus here to collect him, so let's see what you have to say to us. I lost my presents when I landed. Can you help me find them? Absolutely we can. Thanks, there should be 6 presents. Alrighty, well, we will keep our eyes peeled. At the very least, this was 2 more triangles found already, so yay for us! Is there anything inside of this igloo? Whoa, this looks like a battery of some sort. Interesting. That one didn't even go into our inventory. I wonder if that was one of the presents for Santa here. Ooh, here's some slippery ice, and on top of the ice is another friend here. Hey, can you give me a fish? Okay, thanks. Here's a fishing rod to fish with. Oh, well, let's look into this right away. We have a fishing rod now. We're not able to fish at this lake. The water's all frozen over. But if we go back to the forest biome, there was a spot to fish right over here. If we take our fishing rod and press E right here, it looks like we're catching something. Waiting for our bite to come in, and oh, the fish escaped! Well, remember, just like in real life when fishing, patience is a virtue, so sometimes you have to give it a couple of tries before you catch your fish. The fish has escaped once again, but we are more persistent. We will prevail. There's another escape, but we are gonna keep trying this. We may be missing some sort of bait or some other part of the equation here. I'll give this one more try, just in case it's chance-based. Okay, I'm going to assume that we need some sort of bait. Maybe that's what this bucket is telling us. But maybe one more try for good luck. Okay, I'm assuming that we will have to hold on to that for later, but hey, that is another step towards a triangle. In the meantime, let's look for some simpler triangles, like here's one of the gifts for Santa Claus. There we go, 1 out of 6 presents for Santa triangle. I'm imagining the presents are gonna be in the snow biome, so I'm trying to look around here. Whoa, this is some sort of code. I wonder if this has to do with that spawn puzzle. 3 equals the. Huh, interesting. And then over here, there's a triangle that seems to be in a bit of a pickle. What do you have to say? Can you help me find 3 ice shards? Alrighty, may as well. We have a lot of collectathon quests going on, but the more the merrier. This is, I'm assuming, oh, maybe that wasn't one of the ice shards. What the heck is that? Oh, this is a loaf of bread. Well, I know we keep jumping back and forth between the snow and the forest here, but I'm pretty sure this loaf of bread belongs to the ducky. Let's give that to the ducky and see what happens. The ducky manifested into a triangle. The duck triangle. Nice. Very, very nice. We can return to the snow once again and maybe start looking for these ice shards and these presents and all of this stuff. There's this ice block here, but I'm assuming we need some sort of tool to interact with this. Let's see what it says. Yeah, we need a pickaxe to break this, so we'll have to keep that in mind. And there is another piece of the puzzle for that mysterious code at spawn. So it's blank 9 blank 8 blank 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 blank. Not sure if we're gonna see all 8, but the more the merrier, you never know. I'm not sure what this little thing on the back of the house is here, but we can give it a click here, so let's see what this is. Oh, I wonder if that was maybe an electronic breaker or something? Have we turned the power on in here? Maybe we have. I guess I haven't even looked inside of the house yet, so let's collect the obvious triangles. This is the sleepy triangle. Aw, having a little nap. Well, we'll leave you to it, and instead direct our attention to this area. There's a neutral-looking triangle right here that we are unable to collect, as well as some nerdy-looking triangle here. Maybe he'll have the answers to our questions here. Wanna take a test? Why? You get a triangle. Alrighty, well, I guess it's time for us to take a math quiz. Sure. Very cool test. Question 1 of 20. Alrighty, well, Time to gear in. 5 plus 6 is 11. 3 times 9 is 27. 2 times 3 is 6. Looks like we're about halfway through. Nothing too tricky. Just double checking my answers, making sure we're just checking our work, solving our equations. Looks like we have 2 more questions. 1 more question. 7 plus 7 is 14. Oh, now there's 1 more question. Silly me. 10 minus 4 is 6. Let's submit this. And there we go, we passed! The nerd triangle is ours. There's a pencil here. I guess we can pick that up. Not sure what that's used for just yet, but good to keep in mind. I'm still not sure what this mysterious whoopee triangle on the desk is supposed to be, but very interesting. There's a laptop over here. I guess we can interact with this maybe. Wow, look at this! We have a little desktop interface. We can go on the TriNet and enter browser. Well, I guess we don't really have a code or something to put in here just yet. I'm gonna assume 1, 2, 3 isn't gonna do anything. Yeah, not quite. What's in here? Deleted stuff. Oh, is there anything to do there? The deleted triangle. Nice. Can we also collect the other 2 in this menu? Oh no, it was just the 1. Well, nice. Good find by us. In this corner, there's a little transparent doll. Interesting. I wonder if we have to return a plushie to this place at some point. Let's go upstairs and see what's happening. Looks like it's a party of some sorts. But before we get into the party, I see a little friend over here hanging out in the shelves, the bookworm triangle. And in this corner on the tree, it looks like there's a really tiny triangle hanging out. The ornament triangle. Very nice. Let's see what this party's about. What do you have to say? Oh, well, we can collect you right out of the gate, the party triangle. Hey, can you help me deliver a cake to someone? I guess we can see if we know who you want it delivered to, but otherwise I guess we'll be holding on to this cake for a while. Can you deliver it within 25 seconds? Maybe we'll hold off on that. For now, let's see what you have to say. Oh, you need help as well. What do you need help with? Collect 10 studs around the map? Well, if we find those, we will make sure to return to you, my friend. Let's see what this bowl is about. Apple, banana, pear. An apple tree somewhere. Oh, so we would have to come around the map and find some fruits. There's a lot of things we have to return to this area for, but oh, there's also something with the ceiling light here. What's this about? Did that do anything? I'm not so sure. We can also click on the bookshelf over here. Does this do anything? Oh, there's some sort of color code to put in with these. Very mysterious. We just found the holy grail of final steps to puzzles. This is just the room that we return to when we get lots and lots of answers. So for now we will be on our way and look in the rest of the snow biome, see if there's anything over here. There's one of those studs. I guess the other 9 are out there somewhere, so maybe we'll find them. In fact, I actually see a second one right here, so maybe they're a little easier to spot than I thought they'd be. Nothing going on in the sleigh over here, although there is a crayon lurking back here. Very mysterious. This game has a tendency to throw lots of random items at me. I'm not so sure what they're used for, and some of them don't even go to the inventory, but maybe if we just keep talking to our friends, we can figure this out. First of all, I think we can, climb up this tree to get onto the roof here and find the snowflake triangle. Very nice. There's also some other things up here. In fact, there's this other crayon / writing utensil up here. So now we have 3 of those things. There's also a purple button here. We can press that to find a step towards violet triangle. Holy cow. And I was just about to say, I wonder if there's anything hidden in the chimney, and yeah, we were teleported over here. What does our friend Fire Triangle have to say? Hi, Fire Triangle. Can you explain why there is a wall of fire behind you? It's a long story. Okay. Would be nice if you could help. Well, I guess if we got a bucket of water, we could return here, and We do know there's that body of water in the forest, so if we find a bucket, I guess that triangle is ours. Good to know. Let's head back to the snow and finally let's stop beating around the bush and see if we can figure out this snowman reconstruction here. Looks like we just have to press these in order. I'll start by making the snowman snowballs in the stack order here. I guess we can put on the face and the buttons next. Make sure to give him his little carrot nose. Can't forget the top hat. Can't forget this little scarf. And last but not least, the arms. And there we go! The snowman has manifested into a snowman triangle. And that is 29 triangles found. 15% of the way there already. We are making some wonderful progress. We found a good chunk of the easies already. Well, I'm gonna do a little more searching around, but that might be all for us in the snow biome for now. Let's continue this little circle around spawn and let's see what the swamp has to offer here. The swamp. Oh, well, first of all, you're hanging out over here. Can we collect you? Not yet. You probably have some sort of collection thing for us to do if I was guessing. Yes, you need ingredients to your brew. A vine, a pumpkin, a piece of candy corn, and a mushroom. If we find those things, we can return and collect you. There's a big swamp lake here to explore, but first I'm trying to make sure that we're being thorough around the outside here. I'm just keeping my eyes peeled for little secrets like this. What's this little stone here about? Maybe dirt triangle could be placed here. Huh, dirt triangle. We haven't found dirt triangle yet, so I guess we'll keep our eyes peeled. I still think we're at a point where we don't have to rely on the hints of our decks, so let's just keep looking around and see what we find. Well, over here on this lily pad, right on the edge of the lake here, is the lily pad triangle. Also, the lily pads give us this cool little jump boost. Very cool. Ooh, and there's a hammer over here. I can't remember if we've found anything that needs the hammer just yet, but good to have that in our toolkit for sure. That might be all that is lurking for us on the outside of the map here. I'm just doing one final scan around the outside here. I guess we can start to head into the meat and potatoes of all this. First of all, I noticed with the lily pads we could jump up and collect this gift here. That's a second gift for Santa Claus. And a second button for Violet Triangle, wherever they're hanging out. Doesn't look like there's anything else hiding on the tops of the trees here, so I guess it's time for us to lurk under the surface here and find the frog triangle with its cute little tongue sticking out in the picture. That's so cute. I'm gonna look around this perimeter here just to make sure they aren't hiding any tricks in these walls here. I've got my eye on you, triangle developers. But it looks like things are mostly relatively empty. I'm just looking on the floor here to make sure there's no hidden floor tiles we could fall through, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, this area gets the BuckBuck completion seal of approval for now. Not too much for us to do here just yet. So let's head over this walkway and find our way into the jungle. Now there is a lot of trees to explore here. I'm imagining we can get on the tops of these at some point. And over here, we have a little friend stuck in the vines up here. What do we need to free you? We would need scissors. Good to know. Continuing to keep our eyes peeled here. It seems like the triangles get more and more difficult to uncover the farther away from spawn we get. So they're not throwing us as many freebies as they did at spawn. There is a little walkway to get up into the trees here, so let's investigate this. Make sure we don't bonk our head here and we can collect you, our nice mellow friend, the cocoa beans triangle. Doesn't look like we can do much else from there, so I'm assuming that is all there is to do on that tree. Whoa, there's a missing texture in that tree. I wonder what that's doing up there. Anything else lurking about? There's some cool sunglasses. Can we click on those? The cool triangle. very, very sneaky. It didn't even look like a triangle in the world. We just had to click on the tool. Over here, there's a cool button that totally doesn't have a purpose. I kinda don't want to click it. It's a very ominous name. That winky face is looking at me in a certain way. I'll leave that button unpressed for now. And what do you have to say to us? Are you oh, you're a collectible triangle. That's the monkey triangle. And do you have something for us to collect? Oh, you just want to say hey. Oh, can I get a banana? Oh, why not? That's the monkey triangle's banana. I guess if you have a bunch in this tree, you could at least spare us one. Oh no, the monkey triangle is greedy. But what if we say please? Still no. Pretty please? Aren't there a banana somewhere around here? Oh, the developer didn't add it in. So can we get one? I guess so. We got a banana. I think that may have been one of the ingredients for the witch's brew, so I guess we will just hold on to that. Now, I've been beating around the bush because I've wanted to clear out the actual landscape of the jungle here, but I guess it's time for us to finally enter this mysterious looking jungle temple and see what this is about. Let's head on inside. The temple. Ooh, very pretty looking. And also, right in the middle of the floor here, it looks like one of our friends is lost. The temple triangle. Hopefully he can find his way out. Is there anything for us to do here just yet? There's a massive door. Can we pry this open? Give it a big push. And we're starting the trial. Change the time of day. Okay, so maybe we're not starting the trial. Over here, the pillar is white colored in the middle. This one's yellow colored and this one's black colored. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Maybe we can go through the yellow colored door? Harness the power of the sun. And then how would we get into this door here? You are not yet worthy of this trial. Oh, this one just rejects us outright. Well, if we can figure out how to harness the power of the sun and change the time of day, then I guess we can return here. But for now, we can say goodbye to the temple and the temple triangle. Back into the jungle here. I know we're jumping across biomes a lot here, but nothing is super striking to me over here. We did get our banana, and we did find a few triangles over here, but I was looking for a way to get up into the trees, and I don't think I've seen that yet. Although I don't think there may be anything hiding on top of the trees anyways, so I guess we can just head on into the desert instead. Let's have a look. The desert. Let's do what we've been doing and do a little walk around the perimeter first, just to make sure we're being thorough here. Whoa! On the edge of this little mass here is a friend hiding in the wall. The sand triangle, holding a chunk of himself. Kinda morbid if you think about it. Over in the foliage over here is another triangle. Oh, but he's running away from us. Let's catch him. What are you doing? Get back here. You're so sneaky. You're making us do our rounds around the desert here. Oh, you're forcing us to go inside. We've cornered you now. Oh well, I guess there's nowhere for me to go. I guess you can collect me now. Oh my goodness. The Stickman triangle, playing hard to get. But we were victorious. And what are you doing over here? A little pokey triangle. The cactus triangle. Up to 38 triangles, 20% of all triangles found already. There's a nice little oasis here, but I'm not sure if we can do anything with that just yet, so let's move on. Looking over here, there's a little treasure chest here. Is there anything to do with this? B is twice A. C is 1 less than B. D is the sum of A and C. A is an even number less than 4. Okay, is there a code we have to put in here? There sure is. I see. I'm assuming that this is A, B, C, and D. Well, this is gonna give us a run for our money. Let's see here. This is what we call a logic puzzle. How I like to tackle these is, first, I like to tackle the tangible stuff. I'm actually gonna grab myself a little notepad and sketch some notes for myself here. First of all, A is an even number less than 4. That means there's only, as far as I'm aware, if we check the chest here, 1 is the lowest number we can put in. Yeah, it goes from 1 to 9. So because we know that, A is an even number less than 4, that would mean A has to be 2. It could have been 2 or 0 if 0 was an option, but 0 is not an option, so A has to be 2. Next, let's see if any of these statements only use A as a determiner, which if we look at this first line here, B is twice A. A is 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. Now that we know A and B, we can figure out C, because C is 1 less than B. B is 4, so 4 minus 1 is 3. C has to be 3. Then finally, D is the sum of A and C. We found out that A is 2 and C is 3, so D has to be 5. All of that being said, if I've done my calculations correctly, done my chicken scratch right, we should be able to look in this chest and put in the code 2435. Let's give it a try. And there it is! Inside of the mysterious logic puzzle chest, we get the treasure triangle. Very, very nice. Logic puzzles are super fun. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I love when Find the games get to put in little, I don't want to call it math, but these sort of logical elimination games. They're very, very fun. Speaking of fun, there's a little X marks the spot right here. What if we click on this with our shovel we got earlier? I know we use shovels to dig into the sand, so let's see if this works. There we go! The golden triangle! Very nice. And what do you have to say to us, friend? Equip a pickaxe to mine this? We can mine our friend? Well, we still haven't found the pickaxe yet, so we'll just keep that in mind. I'm gonna look around this pyramid here, and I do see these weird transparent tiles near the top. Does that mean anything? Oh, it sure does! The sandstone triangle. This does look like a one-way entrance though, so let's teleport back to the desert. Finally done beating around the bush. Actually no, I was about to say let's go inside the pyramid, but look at this. There's a truss right here. Trusses mean things to find. That is what I've learned, so let's come on top of this truss here and take some looking around. I'm wise to your tricks, triangles. What secrets do you hide up in the trees? I'm trying to use my camera to look further down the trees, and aha, there's a little button here. I assume we just maybe give this a fall in walk mode? Something like that? Huh, maybe not. We can teleport back and maybe try clicking on it instead. Because that does look like all that's out of the ordinary up here. Can we? Oh, here we go. We clicked it and something popped up in the oasis. The Oasis Triangle. Very fitting name. And very funny design. That's the water of the oasis, the sand around it, and the trees on top. Well, now with the mystery of the oasis solved, let's go into the pyramid here. Because what the heck is going on here? Oh, well, there's a pyramid brick triangle hiding on the outside of the pillar there. Is there anything else on this side? Note that has an absolute long amount of text for absolutely no reason. Very interesting. 1 equals /E. Oh, okay. There's some sort of chat box related puzzle hiding around the map. Very, very interesting. There's also a little, what is this, like pincushion? That's 1 out of 6 parts for the voodoo doll triangle. Yep, that was a pincushion, all right. And this is Red Triangle the Third. Maybe one of the ancestors to Red Triangle. Can we do anything with this glass here? Maybe we have to do this mysterious solution to this paper puzzle around the map here, although I don't have any idea right now, so I guess we're just gonna leave Red Triangle the Third alone. That's probably all for us to do in the desert for now, so... there are some clouds over there, I think from the jungle biome. I really want to figure out if we can get on top of these trees somehow. Maybe one of these trees has some sort of way for us to climb up, but I also want to see what's going on more. Wait a second, there's a truss right here. Well, there we go. That makes a lot more sense. There's the vine triangle. Very, very nice looking hairdo you got going on there. Well, now that we're up here, we can do some more exploring. This is awesome. We can head over here and see what these clouds are about. Do a couple of jumps here, making sure not to fall into the abyss. And where are we headed? The sky! Wow! Yep, sure enough, we are above everything here. Is this some sort of obby? Let's watch our step here, make sure we don't fall back to the surface, and one more jump will take us to the cloud triangle, chilling out in the stars. And it looked like the only other thing for us to see up here was this mysterious gate that requires a key, so we're not going to be able to do anything with that, but there's also a mirage of a triangle hanging out in the distance. It looks like it's on eye level with us, so my only guess is to try and maybe walk straight towards it? Leap of faith? Oh, as I was falling, I saw a platform materialize for a moment. So that is the way, just not from the way that we came at it. No matter, we can head back there in just a moment. It's right over here. Let's see, I believe that hidden truss was in this far corner here. Looks like our friend has also found the way. We can step on up here and make our way back to the clouds. I wonder if this triangle we're searching for will be our rarest triangle yet. I have no idea. Let's see. We are back up into the sky, and this time I'm gonna look ahead of me and see this little truss here. Is this leading us towards our friend? Oh, this is leading us towards another friend. What the heck is going on here? Are we able to jump along these clouds on the wall? Huh, maybe? Oh, there we go. We sure can. We're bonking our heads, so it's very, very close, but this should be doable with a couple of tries. I'm not very experienced with these kinds of parkour jumps, so I'm trying to figure out how much I have to keep my camera turned in towards the wall to avoid falling off here. Maybe just a right jump? Ooh, that looks good. Another right jump there? Ooh, that last one is very, very close. Maybe it's easier if we do it on this side. Now that we know the technique, we can get up here in no time. There we go. A very long jump here, but there we go. And maybe one more to be safe. Like that, and there we go. The skybox triangle, a hard triangle. Yeah, that was a very interesting technique. Oh, we could have also just walked across and blindly found a path. There was some sort of mysterious, invisible shenanigans going on here. But I think our way was pretty cool too, so go us. Oh, this button shows you the way for a second. Very silly. Well, we kind of did a cool little exploit, so go us. I don't think we can teleport to the sky outright, so let's teleport to the jungle and then head back to the sky, because I still want to figure out if we can get to that mysterious triangle floating over the void. A few more jumps here, and just like this, we are back in the sky. So this is towards the sky box, but we just want the sky triangle over here. So let's zoom out our camera and try to use our eyes here to look for some hidden pathway. Aha! If we look at it from the bottom, it reveals itself. It's a one-way platform. So I'm gonna shift lock here and navigate this backwards, looking down. Very, very interesting. I guess I can also do this forwards. There's no reason to do it backwards other than cool points. Making sure our feet are centered on the platform before doing our turns. Oh, I see him in the distance. Just a little more. Here it should just be a straight shot, and don't want to fall off here. The transparent triangle, a demanding triangle. Very, very nice. That's a tier above hard. Go us! Let's learn about him. It's unknown why he's transparent, but being transparent gives you the power to fly. Yeah, fair enough. Very, very nice. And As we head back, I saw one more triangle. I also see one way up in the sky over there, but I imagine that is for some later BuckBuck to figure out. For now, I wanted to look over here. When I was on the way to look for Transparent Triangle's platform, I noticed another triangle friend down here. Now, I don't know if there's a good way for us to line this up exactly, but I guess we can just try to jump from here. Let's see. The bird triangle! Landing in the snow to save our fall. Very, very nice. 48 triangles. That's a quarter of the way done. Very, very nice.